This is lesson 11-2, multiplying and dividing rational expressions. Here's the steps to your solution. Step 1. If you're dealing with division, keep your first fraction, change the division to multiplication, and flip your second fraction. In other words, take the reciprocal. Step 2 is to factor both the numerators and the denominators from both fractions. Step 3 is to cancel and reduce anything you possibly can. Remember that canceling can only be done from numerator to denominator. Step 4 is to multiply across the top and multiply across the bottom and leave your fraction in simplest form. Here's 2 examples for you to do on your own. Pause the video at this point to give yourself a chance to do them. Let's take a look at the left side. Let's factor this numerator first. Factors of positive 6 that add up to negative 5 are negative 3 and negative 2. I can now cross that out because I'm done with it. There's no factoring 3x. There's no factoring 2. I can factor 4x minus 12 by pulling out a GCF of 4. Cross out the 4x minus 12 because I'm done with it. Now, I may now cross cancel. X minus 3 can go with x minus 3. 2 and 4 can be reduced to 2 and 1. When I multiply across the top and bottom, I'm left with x minus 2 over 6x. Remember, taking out those 2 x's would be a bad idea because on the top, the x is knitted to the 2 by the subtraction sign. They are together. They cannot be broken up. On the right side, we have a lot more factoring to do. First thing we can do is factor out an 8 from the top left. Cross that out because I'm done with it. Bottom left, difference of 2 squares. X minus 5 x plus 5. This division can be changed to multiplication. Now, this goes on the bottom. This goes on the top. There's no factoring 4x, but I can factor x squared plus 8x plus 15. Factors of 15 that add up to 8 are 3 and 5. So I have x plus 5 and x plus 3. Now, let's see what I can reduce. There's a lot of tricks here. The x plus 3's can go. The x plus 5's cannot go because, again, let me cross that out. They are denominator to denominator. They cannot go. The 8 and 4 cannot go because it's numerator to numerator. We are actually going to end up with a very ugly answer here. The answer to this question is going to be 32x, 8 times 4x, over x minus 5 and x plus 5. And since there's 2 of them, it's quantity squared. That may happen. You do need to be careful of that. You may end up with answers that are that ugly. If you're having any issues with this particular lesson, please make sure you consult your teacher in class.